Absolutely.
Because
Super
Shapoorji
cool.
Sahib name is Joey. Is that your? I thought okay, and you're from Australia, so isn't a Joey like a baby kangaroo?
Oh, baby kangaroo.
Thank you for having us over. We're having a little get together with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends, and we're doing a little show and tell. I wanted to show you this book. This is called Shri Shri Ram Das Parikar, and this is all about Shri Ram Das Babaji Maharaj's disciples. There's 2 volumes to it. The original is in Bengali, but I'm more comfortable with Hindi, so I brought a Hindi one to share today.
Yes.
And I really like the biographies in this. I haven't actually read all of it, so this is, let's say, like 2 or 3 of them are in English, but most of them have never been in English at all. So
Paragraph maybe?
Paragraph by paragraph. So Hindi, English kind of thing.
All right.
And look, I am not a professional speaker of any kind. This is just like a friend group thing. So my Hindi is not perfect. Please forgive me. And we have like native Hindi speakers here. So like I feel like going and crawling under a rock and dying right now, but I'm not going to die. I'm going to read the suit. I actually took notes on the date translation. So we have Shri Shri Ram Das Parikar, Srila Radha Charan Das Babaji Maharaj, Rajani Baba. You've been to Rajani Baba's ashram, right?
Yes.
So for those who are watching, because you're going to be posting this, right? Rajani Baba's ashram is at a place called Govind Kund, which is in Vrindavan. There's a Govind Kund in Govardhan. This is not that Govind Kund.
Yes.
This is Vrindavan's Govind Kund, which hardly anyone ever goes to anymore. And it's kind of like, you know, the bus stand, like the Vrindavan bus stand on Mathura Road, where all the like huge orange electric buses come out of, right?
With AC.
With AC, those are really nice buses. Go and have a look. And Rajani Baba's ashram is there. They have 24-hour Sankirtan there. And a lot of leelas happen there from our Guru Parivar. So I wanted to,
wow.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and read about Rajani Baba, who was one of the Siddh Mahatmas of our line. Okay, so I'll read in Hindi and then translate. Shri Radha Charan Das Babaji अर्थात रजनी दादा का तीव्र वैराग्य और भजनावेश देखकर वृंदावन के सभी साधु महात्मा तथा ब्रजवासी विमुग्ध होते. So he had like deep vairagya. वे सभी को एकांतिक रूप से प्रेम करते, जो भजन साधन का व्रत लेकर रहते, उन्हें विशेष रूप से भजन की अनुकूलता प्रदान करते, जो उनके पास रहते या उनके पास जाते, उन सभी के हृदय में तीव्र वैराग्य के साथ भजनानुराग की वृद्धि होती. So just as everybody loved him, all the Brajwasis loved him, he also loved everyone, and he loved everyone unconditionally. It's not that like he only loved people who were renounced and hated the householders or something. He loved everyone, but if you came to him like with a focus on bhajan and with that renunciation that was required to, you know, really focus on your practice, then he would help you grow that. And those who came anyone who even came near him experienced like a growth of their spirituality inside and like a lessening of the attraction for material life just by being in his presence. I was thinking about today when I was looking at this story in advance, right? I was thinking about how we always think that these Mahatmas aren't here anymore because they've passed away, but it's not the case. You know, like Gurudev always said, and our Guru Parivar always says, that no one ever goes anywhere. They're all still like residing in the places where they lived during their life. The energies are there. Not just the energy, but like the soul, their soul, because this is Vrindavan, right?
Right.
So for us in Gaudiya Sampradaya, Vrindavan is the sadhan sthali and the siddh sthali both.
Okay.
So this is where we come to do our practice, but this is also where our soul ends up in the end.
Right,
just like if you love Shivji the most, you hope to go to Kailash and be with him.
Yes.
So those who love Radha and Krishna, they want to come here in the end, like their soul's ultimate goal is there, right?
Right.
So like this, he's already still here with Radha and Krishna in an unseen form.
Right.
Yeah. So इतनी शक्ति थी कि वे जिससे जो कहते वह उसे शिरोधार्य कर उसका पालन करता. So his words had so much power that anyone, like if he ever told someone to do something, they actually did it. And you know what I mean? It's like, that's a power. Okay. 84 कोस ब्रज में कहाँ कौन वैष्णव अस्वस्थ हुए पड़े हैं, इस बात की खोज लेकर उन्हें पास लाकर औषधि पथ्य आदि की सुव्यवस्था करते. So he used to like go around Braj or to like get news from around Braj of Vaishnavas who are sick and arrange for their medications and treatment. उन लोगों के लिए कंथा, रजाई आदि शीत निवारक द्रव्य संग्रह कर रखते. He used to collect like blankets and different things to keep out the cold for such Mahatmas.
medicines and everything.
medicines and everything. मोटी बात यह है कि वे ब्रजवासी वैष्णवों के एकांतिक सुहृद थे. He was like a lover of the Brajwasis. He was a good friend to them. He took care of them in all the ways. उन्होंने वृंदावन में गोविंद कुंड पर जिस आश्रम की प्रतिष्ठा की, उसमें वृद्ध रुग्ण वैष्णवों की सेवा की विशेष व्यवस्था करते. So and he used to serve sick Vaishnavas and the poor and all,
Yes, and
in
old,
his
old also.
old elderly in his Govind Kund ashram, the ashram we were talking about. वृंदावन वासी गुरु भाइयों को इतना प्रेम करते कि श्रीपाद बाबाजी महाराज के बुलाने पर आप जब कुछ दिनों के लिए गौड़ मंडल चले आते तो वे लोग अपने को बड़ा निरुपाय सा अनुभव करते. So whenever he used to go and visit his Gurudev Srimad Ramdas Babaji Maharaj in Bengal, all those Vaishnavas felt like super lost and helpless just because he wasn't physically there. I'm sure he like still provided everything for them when he was traveling, but they just felt super, they missed him so much, let's say. रजनी दादा गुरु भाइयों के व्रत वाले दिन शाकाहार की, अगले दिन पारण, फिर दोपहर की अन्न प्रसाद की व्यवस्था करते. So when he used to even take care of like his Guru Bhais, like when they were doing a vrat, when they were fasting, he provided fasting prasad for them, and then the next day he provided for them to do paran of the vrat, like to break their fast, and he provided like a full meal in the lunchtime. वृंदावन में प्रतिदिन अन्न या भात प्रसाद नहीं मिलता. वैरागी वैष्णवों को माधुकरी में सूखी रोटी की ही प्राप्त होती है. So like the renounced Vaishnavas who do madhukari in Vrindavan, who like beg for alms in Vrindavan, they only get dry rotis to eat. But people from Bengal are used to rice, right?
Yes.
So that was part of his seva, to provide them rice. So इसलिए रजनी दादा गुरु भाइयों को व्रत के अगले दिन दाल चावल की व्यवस्था कर भात सेवन कराते. So that's why he provided like rice and dal for his Guru Bhais on the Dwadashi, basically on the day after their vrats, so they could break their fast with something they're used to and that they really like. I'm doing the expanded Bhavanua. That's not the exact words, but I'm just explaining it, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
नौकरी पेशा गुरु भाई उनकी सेवा के लिए उनके नाम से जो रुपये भेजते, उनमें से भी वे इन निष्किंचन वैष्णवों और गुरु भाइयों की सेवा में व्यय करते. So whatever money people used to send him out of devotion, he used to spend it on those sevas. In other words, he wasn't like keeping money for himself. He was spending everything on serving others.
Right.
रजनी दादा जब वृंदावन के कोलकाता बाबाजी महाराज के पास आते तो श्रीपाद के साथ रहने वाले गुरु भाइयों के बीच एक आनंद की लहर दौड़ जाती. Like whenever Rajani Baba used to come from Vrindavan to Bengal to meet his Sri Gurudev, it felt like a wave of bliss had come amidst them. लगता जैसे उनका अशेष स्नेह परायण बड़ा भाई आया है. It was like their beloved elder brother had come. बाबाजी महाराज को भी लगता जैसे वृंदावन से उनका बड़ा लड़का आया है. And for Babaji Maharaj, it was like his elder son had come back. यही कारण था कि वे हर बात में सेवकों से कहते रजनी को बुलाओ. If something was happening, he would be like, call Rajni, call Rajni, like this. Rajni,
like a son.
Like a son, just like the elder responsible son. Like if there was anything the matter, especially, like he would call him, right? एक बार पाठवाड़ी आश्रम की नियम श्रृंखला दृढ़ बनाए रखने के लिए श्रीपाद बाबाजी महाराज के निर्देश से एक बार पाठवाड़ी आश्रम की नियम श्रृंखला दृढ़ बनाए रखने के लिए श्रीपाद बाबाजी महाराज के निर्देश से एक अच्छी खासी नियमावली तैयार की गई. So one time to like tighten the loose screws of the ashram, right? Babaji Maharaj had created like some new rules. तब रजनी दादा वृंदावन रहते थे. Shri Rajani Baba lived in Vrindavan at that time. उक्त नियमावली का सभी से पालन करवा सके ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति आश्रम में न मिला तो बाबाजी महाराज ने कहा रजनी को चिट्ठी भेजो, वह आ जाए. So there was no one in the ashram that he felt like could like enforce those rules and like get people to actually follow it. So he asked them to write a letter to Rajni Baba and ask him to come to the ashram. Like Rajni Baba is completely renounced, living in Vrindavan under different trees and stuff, doing like extreme bhajan and also serving sadhus somehow with some donation money. And Babaji Maharaj just like, there's nobody else in the ashram who can even make people follow the ashram rules. Have him come back for some time
Because
and
the
make them
reason
do
is
it.
that like at that time there was no phone calls and
Yes, absolutely.
so this was the only mode of
Yes, just write it.
communicating. So
Yes.
people used to write letters and they used to take at least a week, I think, sometimes 15 days, sometimes even months at that time. So it used to come and then the person used to move from here or write. So it used to take a long time.
Yes, exactly. शास्त्रों में जात रति वैष्णव की बात है, जो बाल्यकाल से ही किसी के उपदेश की अपेक्षा न कर ईश्वर आराधना करता है, उसे जात रति कहते हैं. So in the Shastras it talks about devotees who were devotees from birth, like even before anyone had talked to them about Thakurji, they already loved him and they were already doing his bhajan, right? पूज्यपाद रजनी दादा बाल्यकाल में छात्रावस्था से ईश्वर आराधना में रत थे. So Rajni Baba was one of those devotees and he was already like a devotee when he was a school child. एक और अध्ययन का आकर्षण था, तो दूसरी ओर दुखी दरिद्र असहाय लोगों की सेवा करने की व्याकुलता रजनी दादा के मन में जगी. So on the one hand he like really loved studying, but on the other side he really loved taking care of the poor people and those in need. अंत में वह सेवा देश सेवा के आकर्षण में बदल गई. So at some point like that love of helping those in need also like manifested as a love for serving his country. वे देश सेवा के स्वदेशी आंदोलन और अध्ययन में विशेष रूप से लग गए. So he continued his studies, but he also got into the freedom movement, right? Independence movement of India, because at that time India was obviously under the British rule. ईश्वर आराधना के मार्ग में वे दिन पर दिन उन्नति के सोपान पर आरोहण करने लगे. So his bhajan was increasing and his spiritual side was like
that was also
getting better and better. पहले घर में फिर स्वदेशी आंदोलन को लेकर उन्हें बंदी बनाया गया, तो कारागार में उनकी अलौकिक शक्ति सामने आई. So basically he got arrested by the British government because he was probably working for the freedom of India. So he got arrested and put in jail. And even in the jail, his spirituality was like his spiritual side came out. His spiritual side became apparent. शास्त्रों में है कि जो व्यक्ति ईश्वर आराधना करता है, वे सभी से प्रेम करता है और उसे भी सब प्रेम करते हैं. उसके लिए शत्रु मित्र का भेद नहीं रहता. So in the scriptures it says that those who worship Thakurji, they love everyone. There's no such thing as a difference between friends and enemies, and everyone is also somehow loves them back, you can say. So पूज्यपाद रजनी दादा में यह बात हम लोगों ने प्रत्यक्ष देखी. So and Rajni Baba was a great example of this. घर में उस बालक अवस्था में भी सारी रात जगकर ध्यान धारणा करना और जेल में सेल के भीतर एक एक दिन कर 16 महीने ध्यान धारणा करना वास्तव में एक लोमहर्षण घटना थी. So basically, oops, the light is gone. That's okay. I have light. So.
Oh, it's just like a terror movie.
Yes.
Only one day.
Yes.
For a couple of minutes.
So he was. So in summary, he was in jail for about 16 months, and it was really amazing how he lived in the jail.
So he did like meditation sort of things.
Yeah, he was meditating in the jail. He was doing his daily practices. It's going to tell more about what he did in the jail in the next paragraph. जब जेल से रिहाई मिली, तब वे 21-22 वर्ष के युवक थे. So he stayed in the jail until he was about 21 or 22 years old.
Yes. From his childhood, he was very young. He was a kid when he was in the jail.
It was 16 months only.
16. Okay, right.
So he probably went to jail when he was like 19 or 20, and he got out when he was 21 or 22. But he was young.
Yeah.
Rajni,
Also a couple of years in jail.
like a year and a half. 16 months.
16 months.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm bad at math, so that's probably less than a year and a half, right?
So it's around 1.5 years.
Around about.
Yeah.
रजनी दादा जेल जाने से पहले ISC परीक्षा उत्तीर्ण कर चुके थे. So that's ISC परीक्षा is the final exam of high school, right? Or the final 12th class final exam.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because that is like it was high school.
yeah.
It's mentioned high school.
It doesn't say high school, but Google said it was high school when I checked
Yes,
earlier.
okay.
We don't have ISC exams in the
Yes,
United
yes,
States, but we have the SATs. So it's
Yeah, high
basically
school in India we used to call high school.
we say high school up to 12th
Okay.
in the you can internalize the stories. So okay, where were we? So he's passed his SATs, like his 12th class final exams, like before he got to jail, obviously. जेल में उनका अपूर्व त्याग में जीवन सामने आया. So like once he was in jail, his actual renunciation like became apparent, like what he was capable of. उन्होंने जेल में 16 महीनों तक अन्न जल ग्रहण नहीं किया. स्वयं चिड़वा लेकर मिट्टी के बर्तन में भिगोते और शाम के समय एक बार उसी को खाते. So he never ate any of the food or water that they gave to him in jail, like that the jailers gave him for the whole 16 months. He would just somehow get hold of some flat rice and soak it in water by himself in like a clay pot and just eat that once a day, nothing else. He wasn't even drinking water from their cups or
but
anything.
Wait.
Yeah.
So how he
In modern jails, I've actually watched way too many Instagram videos about how people get their stuff.
Honestly, I think here
Yeah.
for some donation they will bring that rice.
I'm sure that
Yeah.
someone arranged somehow for him to survive, even if it was a guard.
He's a spiritual person, so might be people who were helping.
Exactly, like
yeah.
literally just his presence
Oh,
was.
that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure they knew like okay, this is
Yes.
not.
You can feel the vibe. This guy doesn't need to be in jail. And plus, he was a freedom fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So must be
So
other
many-
freedom fighters on the outside, like, oh God, he can't even eat
Many
that food.
people used to help freedom fighters. Yeah.
That makes
Because the
sense.
Employees, the cops were there, so they also like they were Indians, so
Yes.
they used to help them.
Yeah,
This was the way.
because the jailers aren't
Yes.
the Indian government; they're the British
Yes,
government.
yes,
So everyone was probably like,
Right.
Mm.
Yes.
so sorry. So पूरी रात बैठे बैठे योग साधना करते, गायत्री जप और होम उनके नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्म थे. कैसी कठोर साधना. So in jail, he was doing yog sadhana, he was doing his Gayatri mantra jap, and he was doing home every
Wow.
day. How? Someone was probably sneaking in the stuff for the home and everything.
Yeah.
And the asan, he would need an asan for doing his Gayatri jap.
A bunch of people get mukti in jail.
And once people getting,
Best time to get
Yes,
in jail ever.
yes.
yeah, exactly.
This is the second part of the movie. You know, it's like
Exactly.
my first time in jail.
Yeah.
My first time in jail, and you meet Rajni Baba.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yes,
How I
yes.
get enlightened in
Right.
jail.
Yes,
Something like
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I something similar from Aurobindo.
There must have been other stories of jail.
Yeah, it's about jail.
Moments.
And in jail, he gets enlightened inside jail.
Oh,
He has nothing
wow.
to do, so he starts doing just sadhan.
Yeah.
And
That's
he
great.
get
Wow.
Many
I-
people like even in this Kaljug also people are there who went to the jail and they saw these things. Like they were into spirituality, they were into yoga,
Mm,
and they have discovered many things.
Yeah.
So still people are there.
Yeah.
So who are discovering these things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yes.
So 16 महीनों तक रजनी दादा के दाढ़ी मूछ नहीं कटवाई, नाखून नहीं काटे. ऋषि मुनियों की तरह ये सब बड़े बड़े हो गए थे. So the whole time he was in jail, he never shaved his beard. He never got it shaved. He never got his hair cut. He never cut his nails because how? You know, he didn't get the opportunity probably. So it was like the rishis of old, you know, meditating in the forest without cutting their hair and stuff. उन्हें शनाख्त करने के लिए कोर्ट में खड़ा किया जाता, तो जो शनाख्त करने आता वे किसी तरफ भी शनाख्त नहीं कर पाता था. So when people like when he came, so when he came into the court for people, he was probably when he appeared before the judge for whatever he had been, you know, put in with, and people came as witnesses, but they couldn't even recognize him, and they're like, I don't think that's the guy because he looks so completely different, you know. So eventually परिणाम यह है कि उन पर कोई विचार नहीं हुआ, नजरबंदी के साथ छोड़ दिए गए हैं. So
what the
Nazarbandi is like he was under vigilance. So
Huh.
he was in vigilance, but they left him. Like they
Under surveillance?
Yes.
mhm.
But it was like
So they left him out of the jail, or
yes, out of the jail.
Yeah.
He was free, but still he was on the vision of the cops.
oh, okay, so like parole kind of.
Yes.
Wow.
So even after he got out of jail, he was still under parole kind of thing. But then they had to let him go from that as well.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for that lovely elucidation.
Interesting.
घर की व्यवस्था ठीक से चलती रहे इसके लिए उन्होंने नौकरी पाने का प्रयास किया. He was trying to get a job to like run his household. He must have had family members to take care of as well. इससे पहले वे श्रीपाद बाबाजी महाराज के दर्शन के लिए नितांत ही व्याकुल हो उठे और पहली बार दर्शन करके ही उनका गुरु रूप में वरण कर लिया. So up till now he's just been doing his Gayatri sadhana. He must have been a Brahmin family, from a Brahmin family, so he had Gayatri mantra already, but he'd never taken Diksha from Gurudev. So for us in Gaudiya Sampradaya, Diksha means Gopal mantra. There might be other mantras involved or not, but that's the main one, like Maha mantra and Gopal mantra.
Right.
So he hadn't received that yet. He didn't even take shelter of Babaji Maharaj yet.
Wow.
So now after he sees Babaji Maharaj for the first time, and at the moment he sees him, he's like, that's my Gurudev.
And he's in that level already.
I mean, he's a supreme patra for that Guru Kripa at this point, right? And they must have already known each other in previous lives as well.
Sure.
But he sees Babaji Maharaj and he's like, that's my Gurudev, that's it. Gurudev के निर्देश से और उनके उपदेश को संबल बनाकर वे श्री धाम वृंदावन जाकर कठोर वैराग्य में जीवन व्यतीत करने लगे. So after he meets Babaji Maharaj and takes his shelter, Babaji Maharaj sends him to Vrindavan, and he starts to do like extreme sadhana with vairagya, with renunciation in Vrindavan.
Vairagya is you leave everything.
Yeah.
You are into spirituality. You are into meditation, deep meditation.
Yes.
You are into deep prayers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. कितने ही वैष्णव महात्माओं विशेषकर अपने बड़े गुरु भाई श्री गौरांगदास बाबाजी महाराज का संग पाकर आप श्रीमन महाप्रभु की भावधारा से अनुप्राणित हो गए. So upon coming to Vrindavan and like losing himself in the flow of Mahaprabhu's bhav, you can say, or his lineage. दिन में एक सूखी रोटी खाकर और उससे पहले सुबह के समय एक गिलास शरबत पीकर वे अबाध रूप से भजन करते हैं. So he was at this point he was just eating one dry roti a day, and in the morning he would have one glass of sharbat. You know sharbat?
No.
Sharbat is basically
is like it's of sugar, water,
yeah.
and sometimes people add milk also, milk, water, and sugar sort of thing. It's like a little bit of sweet.
A little sweet.
Yeah.
You would say it like nowadays you add rose or you add
Yes.
you know,
that's true.
and you make it really like
Yes.
it's like a treat here.
Yes.
But this I would say probably means water and with some sugar in it or something.
Yes.
Maybe even a little salt, so it would be like
Yes,
electrolyte and water.
Immersion in Indian culture.
Absolutely.
I'm very happy that you are here because
Yeah.
the details are coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely. And we should like I was thinking whenever we encounter
So,
Yeah.
we're not giving you permission to leave Vrindavan.
Okay.
No, you can't leave.
Then I'll bring myself here. So I'll be shifting here.
You should definitely
yes,
stay.
We will be waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
So I was just thinking when we learn about something new in a story, like we learned about sharbat. So next time we should drink some sharbat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Offer it to Thakurji and have,
How to
Yeah.
do that? I don't
so we can
know.
experience all the
Yeah.
little details of the story.
Right. Right.
You know, or if we learn about a new place, we should try to go.
And we should read it inside the jail.
We should go into jail. I don't want to go to
And
jail.
to read it and to do meditation. Why not?
Yes.
When
that's
you
what I
do-
meant.
1.5 year.
16 months.
Yeah.
16 months.
Because Thakurji is sitting here and listening to us, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go. Because did you see the reel I made about Sarvabhauma Madhusudan Goswami?
No.
Can I diverge from this for a
Yeah.
second? Listen, this story is crazy. So there was a great Mahatma of Sri Radharamanji's lineage. He was a Goswami. He was actually Chandan Goswamiji's like grandfather's grandfather.
All right.
So he was a genius. From childhood he would memorize 300 shloks every day as a child. By the time he got his Yajnapaveet sanskar, like his Upanayan sanskar, he could already explain all the Vedic like hymns used in the ritual. And he was probably 8 years old or something,
Wow.
maybe 12 max. He couldn't be older, right? Is that the age?
Yes.
I don't know much about Upanayan sanskar, but so basically what happened was there were a couple of really interesting events in his life. One that I had shared was I'll tell you that one later, but the one about the jail. So what happened was he used to preach in Ramkeli, which is a place where Shri Sanatan Goswamis used to live and work for Hussein Shah, who was like at the time of the Mughals, he was like the leader there. And at some point, that leader got upset with Shri Sanatan because Shri Goswami had left his post, and Sanatan Goswami looked like he was going to ghost him as well, so he put him in jail for no reason, for no good reason, except just he was upset with him, right? So Goswamiji, Sarva Madhusudan Goswamiji, had come to Ramkeli. He did katha there, and he had a lot of disciples in Ramkeli. So he was visiting the jail. And when he was visiting the jail, he just had a split second of a thought that Thakurji didn't like. And that thought was, maybe the story in Chaitanya Charitamrita wasn't real, because how could they just put Sanatan Goswami in jail for no reason? And it was a split second thought. Like in his beautiful pure heart, he's like, maybe that story wasn't real. Then he's like, no, like left swipe on this thought. This is not good. But Thakurji was like, So Radharamanji very cutely did a very beautiful leela with him. So that evening, there was a knock on the door, and he opens the door, and it's the police. And without explaining why, the police say, you're under arrest. They take him to jail, and he has to spend the whole night in jail. And it was only in the morning that his disciples like flooded the station, and they're like, why did you just put our Gurudev in jail for no reason? And they realized that he was the wrong person.
Wow.
That it wasn't the criminal that they were looking for. And Goswamiji was just doing kirtan and with like tears streaming from his eyes in bliss, because he's like, Radharamji, you're so naughty, but I love you so much. So I don't want to say in front of your Thakurji that I want to go to jail. I definitely don't. Like, I'm good. Rajani Baba has done it for us, and we can just enjoy the story.
And, especially the Indian jails. Like if you go to Indian jails, it's very tough to survive there.
What's the difference between Western jail and Indian jail?
Like you'll find mosquitoes. That is the number one thing. Second thing, you have to sleep on the floor.
You have to sleep on the floor?
Yeah. And the washroom is not clean.
Like how unclean are we talking?
Yeah. It's very bad.
Very, very bad.
You'll get like, dry rotis.
The place in the railway station that you was in jail.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh my God. And everybody has to stay in one room.
Yeah, most of the people have to. Like who are the big criminals, they have their like different rooms.
Yeah.
They have other facilities also.
Yes.
But for normal people, it's very tough.
Yeah.
So that is the thing.
That is
so it's better
terrible.
not to go to Indian jail.
Not to go to Indian jail.
Let's speak about something else.
Okay.
I just made a joke about the jail just for fun, but Thakurji knows that he never want to be there.
It was just a
That's
joke.
it, okay?
Yeah.
It's just a joke.
It's just a joke, Thakurji. Can I show Thakurji? It's just a joke, Thakurji, please.
It's a joke.
Astrology, Vedic astrology.
Yeah.
So it is like when you have that Ketu phase, right? So it's like you're detached from everything. It's like a jail phase.
Look, I know Rahu phase, but I don't know
No,
Ketu phase.
my Ketu phase is going on right now.
Oh, bless you.
So that is the reason I am
Nice.
detached from everyone and I'm moving. And you get into spirituality. Either you will get into spirituality, either you will get into the jail. So two options are there.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
This is getting more and more dangerous every moment.
Yes. So there are
So
different
choose
types.
wisely.
Yes.
This period of time that you are crossing is to your chart or is for everybody? Like
Most of the people. For most of the people.
right.
I don't have.
A big period of keto or just small period?
Small period. It will be over on to
Some years ago,
20,
I
25.
still had the same.
Okay, you also had. Okay.
Yeah, so I
So you were into spirituality at that time, more into spirituality. Yes. And you get detached from other things.
You had Ketu?
Yes.
Yeah, small period. I
Oh,
had
really?
some
I
years
never,
ago.
in this lifetime, I'm not going to have Ketu, but I had Rahu Maharaj for 18 years.
Now,
So
I
you
have
can
big period of
earn, you can
Rahu.
earn money with Rahu.
Really? I
Yes.
need more information after
Yeah.
this because he's not helping me.
Can give you allegations also. So you
But my
can-
Rahu is already past its over.
What Rahu can give?
Allegations.
Education.
Allegations.
Allegations. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What does it mean, allegation?
I have no idea what is
Like false, like
Yeah.
false,
Yes.
like what happened to Goswamiji?
Basically,
False.
Rahu is basically your head, and Ketu is your lower body.
Acha.
Ketu doesn't have the mind. Ketu will walk.
Okay.
If you have the Ketu, you will be traveling to different
Uh-huh.
areas, and if you have Rahu, like you will say, I can do this, I can do that, but end of the day, you don't have stomach, so you will have more. If you have anything, it will be more. If you are thinking of money, more money. If you are thinking of something else, more. Right? So that is the thing.
Oh,
Think
no.
about budget.
Yeah.
Ah.
With good
Yeah,
people
and you know, like recently I get to know, like if you are into spirituality, if you are into Krishna Bhakti, these things doesn't work. Negative things doesn't work.
Mm.
So that is the thing.
But Thakurji can make leelas with all of your,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
things that may be supposed to happen.
Right,
You can turn it into something beautiful.
Yes.
staff are not touching the bhaktas, but now the point is who is a real bhakta.
Yes,
So there is the
Yeah, did
Downside.
you do sadhana, wake up in the morning?
If you are immersed on that, of course, nothing on that can affect you in a bad way. But all of the devas will serve the bhakta.
Yes, yes.
रजनी रजनी दादा के उस कठोर साधना के चलते गोस्वामी ग्रंथों के अनुशीलन में ढिलाई नहीं बरती. So like even though he was doing this like deep sadhana, he didn't neglect the six Goswamis books. पंडित महात्माओं के पास बैठकर स्वयं श्रीमद् भागवत आदि का अनुशीलन करते. So he used to learn Srimad Bhagavatam from the great souls of Braj. सभी वैष्णवों को गोस्वामी ग्रंथों के अनुशीलन का अवसर देने के लिए उन्होंने एक पुस्तकालय की स्थापना भी की. So he also created a library to help other Vaishnavas learn the six Goswamis' philosophy of their grants.
Wow.
Yes, वे किसी भी जगह जमकर अधिक दिन न रहते. ब्रजमंडल में जहाँ जैसी सुविधा होती भजन कुटी बनाकर भजन करते. So he didn't ever stay in one place for very long, but he just wherever was convenient for him at that moment, he would just create a small bhajan kutir, like probably out of, it doesn't say, but probably out of mud and sticks and stuff, right? And just stay there for a short period of time. कुसुम सरोवर के पास ग्वालियर मंदिर में श्री राधा रमन ग्रंथागार नाम से एक पुस्तकालय बनाया. And he created a library at Kusum Sarovar at Gwalior Mandir. You know Gwalior Mandir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no? So, and that library's name was Sri Radha Raman Granthagar. बाद में ये है श्री धाम वृंदावन गोविंद कुंड वाले आश्रम में चला गया. So later when the Govind Kund ashram was created, that library moved to Govind Kund ashram. 84 कोस के वैष्णव जन गोस्वामी ग्रंथ पढ़ने के लिए इस ग्रंथागार से ग्रंथ ले जाते. So Vaishnavas from all over 84 Krosh Braj Mandal used to
84.
84 Krosh is the 84 Krosh of Braj Mandal. I don't know the exact like how many miles that is, but it's like
Kos.
Yeah, Kos means how many miles, I don't know, or how many kilometers.
I think 1600.
Can Google.
1600
crores.
We can Google the exact
Yes,
amount.
yes.
Kos.
Crores, yeah.
Kros, yeah. So it's basically the area of Braj, the whole
Yes.
like district, you can say, of Braj.
Yeah.
So basically, saints from all over Braj used to check out books from him, or take book. He would give them books for free as well, I suppose. जो वैष्णव श्री हरि नामामृत व्याकरण और गोस्वामी ग्रंथों का अध्ययन करना चाहते, उन्हें वे ग्रंथ आदि देकर उत्साहित करते. So he used to inspire those Vaishnavas who wanted to learn Sri Harinam Amrit Vyakaran, which is the Vaishnav version of Sanskrit grammar, or the six Goswamis books. Whoever wanted to learn them, he would inspire them by gifting them books to use to study. वे कठोर वैरागी होकर भी जननी जन्म भूमि को नहीं भूल पाए. So even though he was such a renounced saint, he never forgot his homeland and his, you know, his birth, of his birth. उन्होंने अति वृद्ध मात्र देवी को बंगाल से लाकर गोविंद कुंड आश्रम में रखा और उनकी सेवा में आत्मनियोग किया. So he used to bring very elderly ladies from Bengal who were poor or didn't have help, and he used to like arrange for their stay at Govind Kund ashram and arrange for their seva as well. मेरे परमाराध्य गुरुदेव श्रीमद् वैष्णव चरणदास बाबा जी पंचतीर्थ महाराज ने चरितांजलि ग्रंथ की भूमिका में श्रीमद् राधा चरणदास बाबा जी महाराज के वैराग्य भजन और प्रीति की बातें उपरोक्त प्रकार से याद की है. So the author here is saying that my Gurudev, Sri Vaishnav Charandas Babaji Maharaj, had like glorified him in this way. So basically whatever we read so far was something that had been shared by his Gurudev already in a book. Continue?
Yes.
Yeah? Just let me know like how long you want to hear. Shri Shri Chaitanya Dev की पदांक पूत भूमि नंदा चक्र तीर्थ वर्तमान काशी नगर के मेले में धर्मप्राण लोगों की अपार भीड़ है. So what? Can you help me with this sentence?
Where his
where Sriman Mahaprabhu
he has
had
walked.
Yeah, the place where his.
Yes.
So in other words, whenever we talk about a place where Mahaprabhu has been, we say that's his Padankit Bhumi.
Yes,
It's decorated with his lotus footsteps.
Yes.
So Kashi Nagar,
Kashinagar. Yes.
Nanda Chakratirth. I don't know what this place is. It's not Kashi Dham, not the same as Varanasi.
Kashi might be some nearby places.
Maybe someplace in.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out probably in the next.
Yeah, in Google we can find it out.
So, but in that place के मेले में धर्मप्राण लोगों की अपार भीड़ है. So there's a lot of spiritual people that go to a mela there.
Kashi, some mela is there.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see. उसी भीड़ में मेला. We'll probably find out in the rest
Yes,
of the
yes,
paragraph.
yes, yes.
मेला देखने आए हैं पुलिस दल के साथ स्थानीय SDO साहब. Okay.
SDO.
SDO, super something of police, right?
So SDM.
SDO.
SDO.
It's some
Superintendent of.
It's some police,
Okay, yes,
like
yes.
head of police.
Yeah.
One
Because
of
previously the names were different. Now the names are different. So
okay. In tow. उन्होंने उस भीड़ में गाड़ी लेकर प्रवेश करना चाहा तो लोगों की असुविधा की बात सोचकर स्वयंसेवक वाहिनी ने उन्हें रोक दिया. So he wanted to go into this very crowded fair with his car,
Yeah.
but then Vahini means the driver or what?
No, Vahini is
Vahini कौन है?
the volunteer of the guru.
नहीं गुरु नहीं है, ये SDO है.
No. If you read, can you read it again?
उसी भीड़ में मेला देखने आए हैं पुलिस दल के साथ स्थानीय SDO साहब. उन्होंने उस भीड़ में गाड़ी लेकर प्रवेश करना चाहा.
Yes.
SDO साहब.
SDO sir.
तो लोगों की असुविधा की बात सोचकर स्वयं सेवक वाहिनी ने
स्वयं
उन्हें रोक दिया. वॉलंटियर कौन होगा?
So स्वयं सेवक is volunteer basically. Volunteer can be of the mela.
अच्छा. Okay, someone basically stopped him from going
Yes,
into
yes,
the
yes.
mela with his car because
Yeah.
it's gonna be a disturbance for people. It's gonna
Yes,
be
yes.
hard because it's too crowded, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. इससे पुलिस के साथ स्वयं सेवकों की कुछ कहासुनी हो गई और पुलिस ने लाठियां चला दी. Oh my God, what?
With the volunteers, they had some fight.
There was a fight with the
Yes.
basically the mela people
Yes,
who were
yes,
running
yes.
the mela.
Yes,
There was a
yes.
fight, and then like the police started to hit them with their batons.
Yes.
That doesn't sound good. दलपति के निर्देश पर. दलपति कौन है? दलपति मतलब?
Dalpati, Dal is like Dal. We 4-5 people are sitting. So this is a Dal. This is a group.
Group. So the
Yeah.
group leader.
Yes.
दलपति के निर्देश पर स्वयं सेवकों ने रास्ते पर लेटकर गाड़ी रुकवा दी. Oh my goodness. So the leader of the group, because the police started beating
Yes,
everybody up,
yes.
so the leader of the the swayam sevaks, whoever
Yeah.
they are, they were like, let's lay on the ground to stop the car from coming in. Like they
Yes,
laid in
yes,
front of the
yes.
car. विवश होकर SDO साहब की गाड़ी लौट गई. So he had no choice but to turn back.
Turn back,
He
yeah.
couldn't enter. विप्लवी वीर यतीन्द्रनाथ मुखर्जी बाघा जतीन वहां उपस्थित थे. So this they're mentioning a person, I don't know who that is. It must be someone from the Bengali history.
Yeah.
बाघा जतीन वहां उपस्थित थे. स्वयं सेवक वाहिनी के दुस्साहसिक कार्य पर मुग्ध होकर वे दलपति से मिले. So he actually was really impressed by the Swayam Sevaks, whoever they
Yes,
were.
the volunteers.
The volunteers.
Yes.
By how they had like stood up for themselves. So he met with their group leader.
Yes.
उस तने रोबिले ये क्या है? तने रोबिले?
Tane Robile.
ये
मतलब
क्या
it's
होता है?
like the people who are like a macho sort of thing.
Oh, like a
Yeah,
body,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a bouncer?
Yeah, bouncer sort of thing.
Like a bouncer?
Yes.
Okay. उस तने रोबिले युवक. Okay, like a big
Yes,
buff
yes.
bro,
Yes,
like a
yes.
young guy. मुखिया को देखकर विस्मित हो गए. में सहायक बनने के लिए ऐसे ही कुछ युवकों को चाहते थे. Your turn. Why don't you translate that?
A group sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where these sort of people should be there. If something is there, so they can fight for them.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. उन्हें पता चला कि इस मुखिया का नाम श्री रजनीकांत भट्टाचार्य है.
Rajnikant Bhattacharya.
His name was Rajnikant Bhattacharya.
Yeah.
Guess who that probably was? पहली मुलाकात. Oh, sorry. पहली मुलाकात में. Sometimes Urdu
Yes,
gets
yes,
really
yes,
weird
yes,
for me.
yes.
Even though I know the word, but still. पहली मुलाकात में ही दोनों एक दूसरे के प्रति आकृष्ट हो गए. So from the very first time they met, they liked each other.
Yes,
उस समय पूरे भारत का युवा वर्ग स्वदेशी आंदोलन के ज्वार से उद्वेलित था. युवक रजनीकांत भी सुयोग की खोज में थे अब और क्या चुप रहे थे. So basically what I think is going on is Sri Rajnikant Bhattacharya ji is Rajni Baba when he was young. Again, we've like gone back in time. That's why like it was quite confusing because we were in Vrindavan and he was in Vairagya and he made a library, but then we went back in time. So now we're back in time at this fair. It's like a movie. It's really like a movie flashback. So we're flashing back. And this probably, it must be a freedom fighter from Bengal. I'm sorry, Bengali people. You're probably like, you don't know that person. I'm sorry. So he's met this probably freedom fighter and saw how Rajni Baba stopped the police from like running, basically almost running people over at the fair. And he's like, this guy, this person is for me. So he gets him with all his friends to join him. And this is probably how he got into the independence movement and probably how he got in trouble and went to jail. But I guess we'll find out. Okay. यही रजनीकांत भट्टाचार्य दक्षिण 24 परगना के अंतर्गत मजिलपुर ग्राम में बंगाब्द 1296. I don't say Bengali numbers. I'm sorry. I don't. Even Hindi numbers are very confusing.
Okay.
1296, 17th Ashar Shukla.
96 is 96.
Can't do it. I have much to learn with numbers, especially. And 17.
17
सॉरी 17 आषाढ़ शुक्ला द्वितीया तिथि को श्री जगन्नाथ देव की रथ यात्रा वाले दिन संध्या के बाद माता मुक्तकेशी देवी की गोद को आलोकित कर भूमिष्ठ हुए. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
We're having a flashback to like when he was born. So maybe this is a good place to stop so we can start again next time.